Right now, whether you admit it or not, fear of failure is running your life. You know it, I know it, we both know it. So I'm going to ask you, and I want you to answer honestly in your mind. How many dreams have you killed before they were even born because of fear of failure? How many opportunities have you ignored because you were afraid of looking foolish? And how much potential, your potential, is locked inside you right now, trapped behind the walls of fear? Too much, way too much. But today, that stops. You give me 9 minutes. You listen to every word. You let it hit, and I will delete your fear of failure for good. Are you ready? Let's go. First, I need to rip a lie out of your mind. It's been there since childhood, and it's poisoning you. Here it is. Failure is bad. Failure is shameful. Failure is dangerous. Failure means you're broken. That is the lie society sold you. Your school sold it. Your parents sold it. The media sold it. And it is false, because here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is the path to success. Read that again. Say it out loud. Failure is the path to success. You name any person you admire, any legend, any leader, any creator, and I will show you someone who failed more than you have ever dared to try. They failed bigger, they failed louder, they failed publicly, and that is why they are where they are, and why most people are stuck. The difference is not talent, it is not luck, it is not resources, it is this: they stopped fearing failure. They used it, they embraced it, they leveraged it. You must do the same. Now let's go deeper. Where does your fear of failure actually come from? It's not about the thing you want. It's not about the project. It's not about the person. It's not about the risk. It's about the meaning you've attached to failing. You're not afraid of failing. You're afraid of what failing will mean about you. You're afraid of shame. You're afraid of judgment. You're afraid of being seen as weak, incapable, unworthy. You are afraid that failure will confirm the story in your head, the one that says, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not capable. But listen to me, that story is a lie, and it must be burned out of you. Most people are not thinking about you nearly as much as you think they are. They're too busy worrying about themselves. And even if they do judge you, so what? You are not here to live a small life to please small minds. You are here to win. And winning requires failing, period. Now let me tell you the truth you must hear. Playing it safe is the most dangerous choice you can make. Because when you avoid failure, you avoid growth. When you stay in your comfort zone, your life starts shrinking. And here's what most people never understand. If you are not growing, you are dying. There is no neutral. There is no safe middle ground. You are either stepping forward into growth or stepping back into regret. And regret, that is the deepest failure of all. It will eat you alive. Talk to anyone at the end of their life. They don't regret the failures. They regret the chances they never took, the life they never lived. Are you going to be one of them? You must decide now. Let me tell you a story. I knew a man, smart, driven, talented. He wanted to leave his corporate job and move to another country to start fresh, to pursue his dream life. But he was paralyzed by fear. What if it fails? What if I can't make money? What if I look stupid? What will my family think? So he stayed for 7 more years. And every day, the regret grew. Every day, he shrank a little more. Until one day, he'd had enough. He burned the boats. He made the move. Was it scary? Hell yes. Did he fail many times? But here's what happened. He grew. He became more alive than he had ever been. He learned. He adapted. He succeeded. And every day since, he has said this one thing. The only thing I regret is not doing it 7 years sooner. Now I ask you, what is your version of that move? What is the thing you know you want, but are fearing? Think about it. Hold it in your mind, because we are about to delete that fear. Now listen to me and hear this loud and clear. Failure is not your enemy. Failure is not your weakness. Failure is your greatest weapon if you choose to wield it. You have to understand this. Every time you fail, you become stronger. Every time you fail, you become smarter. Every time you fail, you become more dangerous, because failure teaches you things success never will. Success can fool you. Success can make you soft. Success can make you complacent. But failure will forge you. Failure will strip away your ego. Failure will expose your weaknesses, and that is a gift. Because once you see your weaknesses, you can fix them. Once you see where you fall short, you can build. Once you stop fearing failure and start using it, you become unstoppable. I want you to picture this: a blade, a weapon. A sword forged in fire. What makes that blade strong? The fire, the pounding, the failure, the refinement, and you are the blade. Every failure is fire. Every setback is a hammer blow. Every lesson learned is tempering the steel. And if you avoid the fire, if you avoid the hammer, you stay soft, you stay brittle, you break at the first hit. But if you lean in, if you embrace it, if you welcome the failure, you become unbreakable. That is what life is trying to do for you, but only if you stop running from it. I'll give you a personal truth. The most valuable lessons I've ever learned came through failure. Not one of my biggest growth moments came from smooth wins. They came from the times I got punched in the face by life. They came from the times I tried something hard and failed. And then I rebuilt. And then I adapted. And then I rose stronger. Failure is a weapon because it creates a version of you that success alone never will. The version of you who can take hits and keep moving. The version of you who knows how to get back up. The version of you who is dangerous because you are no longer afraid. A person who has no fear of failure is dangerous. Why? Because they cannot be stopped. The people who fear failure stay small, play safe, live half-lives. The people who failure, move fast, learn fast, win fast. And I will tell you this, in this world, the people who win are not the ones who avoid failure. They are the ones who recover from it the fastest. You want an edge, make failure your weapon. Make failure your sharpening stone. Make failure your advantage. Now, here's the final piece of this. If you walk through this world trying to avoid failure, you will also avoid the life you are meant to live. But if you walk through this world hunting growth, knowing that failure will be part of the price, you will build a life most people can't even dream of. Because the person who is willing to fail more will win more. That is the truth. And the moment you decide to live that way, to embrace it, you take back your power. You take back your life. You take back you. Now you see failure for what it is. Not an enemy, not a weakness, a weapon, a tool, a path. But understanding is not enough. Now you must take action. Now we delete the fear itself. Let's do it. Now here is the process. Follow this. It works. Step 1. Name it. Be clear. What are you afraid of failing at? Write it down. Step 2. Worst case it. What is the actual worst thing that could happen? Face it, on paper. It's smaller than you think. Step 3. Best case it. Now write the best case outcome. Paint that picture. Feel it. Step 4. Take immediate action. Right after this video, move toward it. Send the message. Book the flight. Apply. Launch. Speak. Because action kills fear. Motion kills emotion. If you don't act, the fear grows. If you do act, the fear dies. And now burn this into your mind. You are no longer a person who fears failure. That story is done. You are now a person who is CTS. You are a person who grows. You are a person who fails forward. Say it with me. I act in spite of fear. I embrace failure. I learn. I win. Again, I act in spite of fear. I embrace failure. I learn. I win. This is your new identity. Live it. Own it. You gave me your time. You gave me your attention. But now, I need one more thing. Action. You don't need another video. You need to move now. Because the longer you wait, the faster fear grows back. When you act, you build proof. Proof that you can. Proof that you're not stuck. So here's the challenge. Before you go to bed tonight, take one step toward what scares you. Send the message. Make the call. Start the thing. Just one step. That's it. Because fear lives in inaction. And action beats fear. So if you're fired up, don't keep it to yourself. Share this. Be the spark. Now go. Take back your life. Let's go.